guys. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's your girl, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. And I am here. I didn't do my live stream yesterday for the Money Zone because it was Halloween. So I thought you guys were probably running the streets and stuff. Yeah. So I just wanted to come on and talk with you guys because I'm noticing a lot of, again, false information that is lingering out on social media regarding the Corporate Transparency Act and the BOI form, which is the beneficiary new form that they have you guys complete. So, look, I jumped on. I said, well, let me go live stream so you guys can get the clarity that you need. Even one of my clients sent me the information as well. So I was like, you know what? I've already talked about it before. I think y'all about to get duped again, get scammed again. So I said, well, let me come online and educate you guys. So if you are a business owner or you are potentially about to start a business, then you want to tune into this live stream because I'll be talking about the new law that impacts all of us. Okay. So yeah, we're going to break that down because I'm seeing some information on social media about, I think somebody then created a program and all of this stuff on how to complete the form. And guys, all of that is not, don't fall for it. Okay, so we're about to dive into what it is really quick. I'm not going to be long because my family is just coming in. So you'll probably hear a lot of noise in the background. But I wanted to come live just so I know I did my part. So if you guys get scammed, pay somebody for some stuff that you don't need to be paying them for, that's on you. But I decided to come live. Like I promised you guys, I'm going to stay on top of it, okay? I decided to come live for you guys. So let's rock this thing on out. So first things first, guys, if you are watching me on any social media platforms, you want to head over to my YouTube channel, which is Folasade TV. So you can see my screen because I am about to share my screen. So we are actually going directly to the FinCEN site. Well, let me show you first of all what I'm seeing. Y'all probably seeing this stuff. Let me see if I can go to my Instagram really quick so y'all can see the type of posts that I'm seeing and what triggered me to do this live stream. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Okay, no, I need to go into messages. Hold on, y'all. So I'm gonna first share that first, right? And then I'm gonna share this first. And there was another post as well that I had saw about it. I think that person ended up creating a whole course and everything, guys. It's just too much. So let me share my screen really quick. All right. And fair use. Let me put my fair use clause up there. Fair use, fair use. Okay. Let me put my little fair use clause. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. There we go. Let me put my fair use clause. I'm about to show my screen. And see, here we go again, guys. Remember I told you guys the PPP was going to be the scam. Then I told you guys the ERC was going to be the scam. And then now this BOI form is about to be the new scam, y'all. People just to get rich. But y'all don't want to pay me to be y'all little accountant. Y'all be paying all these little consultants to rip y'all off. But let me be
corporations as a family in 2024.
All right, so I'm going to show you why exactly we are dissolving all our LLCs legally. All right, so let's say you are Mark. Mark has an LLC and a business that's been going on for 10 years that's generating $20,000 a month. Now the government has stepped in and said, well, all of these people, all these small business owners, we don't actually know what's going on within their business. So we're going to put in something called a Corporate Transparency Act, which is going to be enacted January 1st, 2024, which is pretty much saying, you have an LLC, you are personal, we're going to merge the two of them together. So you're no longer going to be a separate entity, which is what a limited liability corporation is. And we're just going to merge the two of them because what we need is a passport, personal ID, and other information for you to actually operate as a business. Now, if you don't believe me, go to fincen.gov and you'll actually learn all the information. Now, if you don't follow anything that the Corporate Transparency Act is saying, you have to pay $500 to $1,500 a day after 30 days of not complying. All right. Now you have 2 to 3 options here. You can either have an LLC or a sole prop, but you're still going to be operating off the personal, or you can have a business trust, which you are protected, anonymous, and private. Now, no matter what the option is, all of your LLCs will have new age, and it doesn't matter what's going on because you have to follow the guidelines. All right. So the question that I want to ask you all is, which option will you take, personal or private?
DM me Legacy to learn the exact blueprint. Why we are.
All right, guys. So y'all see the post. Somebody on Instagram said they saw the same post as well. So let's go ahead on and deep dive into actually what that person is saying. So they're basically saying to not use a regular LLC, and you want to set up a trust or something like that, a private family trust and things like that. And it's interesting that all of this is happening because didn't we just have our discussion about 2 weeks ago, guys, about trust, the trust that they didn't have y'all register. You guys are not operating it correctly. And then all of a sudden now, here we go. Once again, another thing involving these trusts. Okay. So in that video, and I don't want to show the video, guys, because we're having a challenge with me and my team in getting my content up and ready for me to use. So I'm not able to show you guys that video, but go back to my YouTube channel. You will see the video up there where I discussed the trust being a scam and the proper way to handle a trust and things like that. So right now, these individuals are telling you guys, dissolve all your LLCs, right? And just put everything in a trust. Guys, it's not that easy. So first things first, and the reason why I said it's not that easy is because they also included trust. They included business trust in the Corporate Transparency Act. And then they also included not private trust, individual personal trust. But here's the thing, guys. Your trust will still end up being taxable. You cannot pay your personal expenses from your trust. So if you don't have enough assets accumulated outside of your trust to maintain yourself and to make income, then putting things in the trust is not going to solve anything. Actually, you're going to dig yourself a deeper hole because they're hipped on how you guys are managing it. So first of all, let me just rewind really quick and go to the FinCEN site so we all can be on the same page as to what are the requirements, okay? Because I'm tired of you guys keep getting duped. And I come on here and I tell you guys every time before the information is released. So if you guys don't recall, I came here and told you guys this information almost 9 months ago. Okay, the news is just becoming aware of this over the past month. I've warned you guys and told you guys about this 9 months ago. Okay, and the reason why I told you guys this because I wanted you to make sure you get your ducks in a row, get your paperwork, get your bookkeeping, and get your businesses in order so that if you do get audited and things like that, you will be in good shape. Now everything is coming full circle of what I prepared you guys for 9 months ago, 1 year ago, 2 years ago. We are officially in the neck of the trauma. So let me just start and go to the BOI site. So first of all, the BO is the beneficial ownership information form. Guys, it is just a form that you will have to complete. And yes, when you go to register, oh dang, I'm not even showing my face. Hold on. Let me change it. Okay, and when you guys go to register your businesses, yes, they will ask you for your passport information. They will ask you for a form of ID. But what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with them asking, hey, who are you, for you to establish your business in that state? So guys, the reason why I'm bringing that to your attention is because a lot of you guys are going to get lured in with this fancy marketing of no more LLCs and protect yourself and, don't let the government know who you are. They're going to use every marketing ploy to get you in their little program so you can now pay them to learn how to complete a 2-minute form or a form that your accountant is supposed to be completing on your behalf. So don't fall for it, guys. Do not fall for the bait this year with this BOI situation. So let me go back to full screen there. Okay, so it says beginning on January 1, 2024, many companies in the United States will have to report information about their beneficial owners, i.e. the individuals who ultimately own or control the company. They will have to report the information to the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, and is a bureau of the United States Department of the Treasury, okay? They say prior to January 1, 2024, they cannot accept any applications. When I originally talked about this, they did not know whether or not they were going to retroactively have business owners that were in business prior to January 1, 2024. They wasn't sure if they were going to force us to complete the forms as well, but they have decided that they are going to have all business owners, and I'll break down the different type of businesses and things like that. We're going to do a deep dive, okay? They're going to have all of us complete them, okay? Even if you were registered prior to 2024, you will have to report to your Secretary of State to provide them with the information. And guys, here's the thing. I knew this was coming when Biden put his tax plan into office. All of this is circulating around this Biden tax plan. Once I break this down to you and read you this, guys, you're going to see that they're connecting tax fraud and terrorism or whatever it is. Okay. And so they're trying to combat what they say, money laundering and tax fraud. And a lot of you guys don't realize that some of you are possibly committing money laundering the way you guys are handling your paperwork. You're taking money from one business that you're not doing correctly and trying to start another business and then don't run that one correctly. That may be considered money laundering. I'm going to be honest with you, especially depending on how you were able to collect the money. So let me remove myself again. Okay, and then go. Alrighty, so what we're going to do, I'm going to go to because I already have everything printed out that I wanted to talk about anyway. Let me get my little printout, because you know when I do my studies for you guys, I always print out everything. But I want to show you on my screen, but it looks different than on the paper. So just give me 1 second, guys. Let me find where I am, which document I'm on in my hand. All right, no, we don't want to go to the law to break it down completely. Let me see this one. And so this is my third video talking about this. If you guys are new to my live streams, if you've watched my content or you follow me or you're part of my email list, you guys knew this was coming anyway, because we talked about this prior to anyone being aware of this. Okay, so let me give you guys some back history as to why they're doing this. So on my screen, you see it says the beneficial ownership information reporting rule fact sheet. So I'm just going to read this a little bit. Remember, guys, I can't see all that good. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, yeah, perfect. Because the bigger it is, the better. So this was 2022, guys, September 29th. It says, today, the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network issued a final ruling, because this is actually, they've been trying to get this completed since 2021, guys, okay? However, they finally got it, the final ruling and the final paperwork together, September 29, 2022. However, prior to 2022, they tried to get this approved since 2021. Remember, I told you guys in November 2020 that Biden was trying to find out about your finances. This law came up and they approved it and they just finalized it, okay? It says the rule will enhance the ability of FinCEN and other agencies to protect U.S. national security and the U.S. financial system from illicit use and provide essential information to national security, intelligence, and law enforcement agencies, state, local, and tribal officials, and financial institutions to help prevent drug traffickers, fraudsters, corrupt actors such as oligarchs, proliferators from laundering or hiding money and other assets in the United States. Guys, what did I tell you guys? What did I say? No more games. I begged you guys. And now everything is coming full circle. And let me just, before we go any deeper, why I am concerned about this and the impact this have on you guys. You guys probably think, oh, Folasade, I'm just completing this information and that's it. No, my brain being how analytical I am and I eat, sleep, and breathe this, I can already see the paper trail that they are developing around you guys. And this goes for everybody that have not been filing their taxes correctly, and everybody that has been making money on the side, and everybody that's been doing things incorrectly. This all applies to you guys right now. The IRS, the government is trying to find out who owns these businesses so they can now connect the dots between the income, what the business is reporting, and your income and your assets. So this is going to have a ripple effect on a lot of individuals that claim they didn't have a business, but they made money under the tables. People that claim businesses, but didn't claim all of their income. And people that think that they can just open and start businesses without properly closing them. People that think that they can make money on the side. Every person that have cheated the system over the past 5 to 7 years, this Corporate Transparency Act, alongside with the approval of the 1099 changes to the reporting requirements, in addition to the PPP enhanced statutory limitations, you guys that have defrauded the system are in trouble. You guys are in so much trouble, and they will find you. And I begged you guys, me and my team, I spent thousands of dollars creating forms, websites, and everything for you guys to do it right. I begged you guys and I burnt out. And since then, since I started doing live streams since 2014, I've been begging you guys that the game is over. No more trying to cheat the system with taxes. No more of that. But see, nobody want to tell you guys. They still up here trying to teach you guys how to now hide your information. These people on Instagram are telling you guys, oh yeah, set up a private trust. To do what? Your trust is still a taxable entity, unless you try to get it classified as tax exempt. But if you're still operating it like it's your regular business and have businesses under it or assets that you want to control, then it won't even qualify for that. Let me see what one of the comments says. I need to send you a topic I want you to look at. I'm not that computer. Ron said, I need to send you a topic I want you to look at. I'm not that computer savvy. How can I get in contact with you before I can send you this message I want you to look at? Okay, just message me. If you're on, I don't know where you are, Instagram, YouTube. Okay, if you're on YouTube, come to our Instagram and you can DM me or find me on Facebook, and then you can private message me. So the Corporate Transparency Act, guys, was approved in 2021, okay? And this is what they say here. I got my little printouts. It says the Corporate Transparency Act was enacted in 2021, was passed. See, here's the thing. Passed to enhance the transparency in entity structures and ownership to combat money laundering, tax fraud, and other illicit activities. Okay, so let me go back to the screen. Okay, I'm not going to read everything, but basically what they're saying here is I'm going to read this part. It says illicit actors frequently use corporate structures such as shell. And see, this is what they teaching y'all. It's interestingly that every time the Black community get hipped on something, that's when the game end up bankrupting. I remember when I was a real estate agent and we had the no-doc mortgage loans. As soon as Black people got, hey Dave, as soon as Black people started doing the no-doc mortgage loans, that's when the system went belly up. And now, since a lot of Black businesses are setting up shell companies and management and holding companies and trust and things like that, how typical that right now the laws are in place for them to crack down and find out who owns these companies and who benefits and who controls these companies. Okay. So it says illicit actors frequently use corporate structures such as shell and front companies to I don't know that word, hide their identities and launder their ill-gotten gains through the United States. Not only do such acts undermine U.S. national security, they also threaten U.S. economic prosperity. Shell and front companies can shield beneficial owners' identities and allow criminals to illegally access and transact in the U.S. economy, while disadvantaging small U.S. businesses who are playing by the rules. This rule will strengthen the integrity of the U.S. financial system by making it harder to illicit actors to use shell companies to launder their money or hide assets. And what's interestingly is that you guys were taught to what? Create shell companies to try to hide you guys' assets. And now, based on this, these are the people that you are the persons that the IRS and the FinCEN and the U.S. Treasury is talking about. They're not only talking about terrorists and criminals. They're talking about everyday folks that try to hide their assets and get away with things. And see, guys, this is why I'm so sad is that this stuff, depending on how much fraud y'all did, can lead y'all to jail time. And I'm so frustrated because it wasn't even worth it. Has it all been worth it all of these years? Okay, let me go to the next. Okay, it says the rule describes who must file a BOI report, what information must be reported, and when a report is due. Okay, it says the rule requires reporting requirements to file reports with FinCEN that identify two categories of individuals. They want to know who is the beneficial owners of the entity and also the company applicants of the entity. So even if you are not the owner, but you are the resident agent, or you are the or you are not the resident agent, but you set up the company for someone else, either way they look at it, they want to know. So if you try to act like you're not the owner and put yourself as just a registered agent or resident agent or whatever, then they're going to find out too. Okay. It says reporting companies. It says the rule identifies two types of reporting companies. These are the two types. They want you have to either be a domestic and foreign, meaning a business registered in the United States and also businesses that's not registered in the United States that's doing business in the United States is a requirement. So all of those China-based companies that have businesses in the United States, they have to comply with this. All of the businesses that's from other countries that have businesses in the United States, they have to also register as well. So it's not just U.S. people, it's everybody all over the world, okay? They trying to get their tax dollars, okay? Okay. And so it says here, a domestic reporting company is a corporation, limited liability company, or any entity created by the filing of a document with a Secretary of State or any other similar office. So I'm going to stop here, because on one of the other documents I read, and remember guys, I cannot show you guys everything. Even if I read all the documents on this page and also have my printouts and my highlights. So on my document here, right, they also have limited liability partnerships. But let's make it clear. I want you guys to make note of this. They said any company that has to be registered with the Secretary of State. So if you are in one of the states, and I pulled it up, it's a few states, it's like 14 states that requires trust to be registered with. Those 14 states, even with your trust that these people are trying to say for you guys to go ahead on and create and hide your information and all of that nonsense, if you're in one of those 14 states, you still will have to report your information to FinCEN. So what they did was they made a distinct requirement. They said, okay, we're going to list out these companies. They got corporations, LLPs, LLCs, but here it goes. It says this, or any entity created by the filing of a document with a Secretary of State or any similar office under the law of a state or Indian tribe. So the moment that you have to register, if your business has to register anything with your state, you are then required to comply with this rule. Do not go by these Instagram gurus. And I am kind of considered an Instagram guru, but I don't be tooting no bullshit. Excuse my language. So if you have to at all register with your state at all regarding your business, you have to complete the BOI form. Okay. You guys have to complete the BOI form. So guys, post your questions in the chat. Okay. So, okay, then they also even have business trust as well down here. Okay. They say the only exemptions include securities, issuers, domestic governmental authorities, banks, and it was a few other organizations. But they're still clearing up things, okay? They're still clearing up things. Okay. It says, when do the reports need to be filed? Let me find this on my screen. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if I can find this. See, that's the only thing. Okay, let's go to this. You guys can see my screen. Timing. Okay, let's start here. When filing BOI form reports with FinCEN, the rule requires a reporting company to identify itself and report 4 pieces of information about each of its beneficial owners. You must include your name, birth date, address, and unique identifying number, and issuing jurisdiction from an acceptable identification document and the image of such document. So that means like your driver's license, your passport. Additionally, the rules requires that reporting companies created after January 1, 2024 provide the 4 pieces of information and document image for company applicants. Okay. It says if an individual provides their 4 pieces of information to FinCEN directly, the individual may obtain a FinCEN identifier, which can then be provided to FinCEN on a BOI report in lieu of the required information about the individual. So if you were to send, so basically they're saying if you don't go through your state, okay, because your state will give you an identifier. If you don't go through your state and you do it directly through FinCEN, FinCEN is still going to want the same information. But when you go to complete your paperwork, you will use their FinCEN identifier. Okay. And so basically what they're going to end up doing, guys, and let me discuss this really quick. So basically what they're going to end up doing is connecting that basically what they're going to be doing is connecting that identifier to your tax identification number. And then your tax identification number connects to your social security number. Your social security number or your tax identification number connects to all of the merchants that you guys operate on, which is Stripe, Authorized.net, Square, and all of those things. So what they're doing is they're accumulating a paper trail. And remember, guys, this also includes the banks. They said that this FinCEN law also allows the banks to be able to find out information about you, and like basically everybody's working together, the banks. But I warned you guys about this. I warned you guys, and I said this, everybody's going to be working collectively to get their money back. Like the IRS, Treasury, government is going to be using the banks is going to be using the IRS to get the information to see whether or not you were eligible for those loans. Everybody's going to be piggybacking off each other just to find out your information. And so the reason why I'm having this discussion is because, once again, guys, I beg, and I'm begging each and every one of you guys, from today forward, can we just do business right? Stop trying to take shortcuts. Stop this, guys. Please, let's stop taking shortcuts for a minute. Let's stop taking shortcuts for a minute. You guys have been cheating the system for how many years? I even feel like I'm saying the same thing that I've been saying for years. You guys have been cheating the system for years. I've been begging of you for stop this stuff. And then now here we go. They are creating laws just to find out all of you guys' information. They're creating laws and policies just to find out who owns what and who's doing what. But you guys don't want to listen to me because I'm not coming online boastful talking about freedom. Put freedom in the chat. DM me with freedom. And I'm not selling you guys the bogus course every time a new something come up. The course is hiring me to do your bookkeeping. The course is hiring me to be your accountant. That's what the course is. Because from what I'm seeing, guys, based on all of these laws and policies, they know you guys are squandering trillions of dollars. They know it. They know you guys are squandering. They know you guys have that money somewhere sitting in assets that you wasn't supposed to be buying because you were cheating the system, hiding money under the table. They're trying to get their money, guys. And now they're going as far as creating laws and policies just to do it. When I like, and you guys look at me like I'm crazy. Oh, she the accountant that always wants to do bookkeeping. Somebody even make posts on it. She wants us to keep records and all this. I want you guys to just do it right. And now look, we're here. Everybody's going to suffer now. Everybody's suffering now because you guys try to cheat the system, not file your tax returns, not claim the business stuff, not do things right. All right, so let's go back. Let me go back and stay focused, guys. But if y'all stressing me out, y'all are like really stressing me out. Okay, it says the effective date for this rule is January 1, 2024. It says reporting companies created or registered before 2024 will have 1 year until January 1, 2025 to file their initial report. Okay, so if you've already been in business prior to January 2024, like myself, I've been in business for years, we have to now complete our form no later than January 1, 2025. Okay. To file their initial reports. When reporting companies created or registered after January 24, 2024, you have 30 days after receiving the notice to create your registration and file your report. You have 30 days. And if you don't file it, it's a large penalty. I think it's like $500 to $5,000 or something, like $10,000. Yeah, $500 to $10,000 per violation. And jail time of up to 2 years. So if you don't file this report within 30 days after you get your credentials, they don't specify like the assessment period and things like that. But it says insurance company records are current with the accounting firm, and in the FinCEN database will require an increase in due diligence and risk assessment activities with high penalties. So we don't know what it would be. Have they specified 1 year, 6 months, 3 months? They haven't specified that yet. Okay. Okay, guys. So do any of you have any questions at all? Do you guys have any questions at all about this Corporate Transparency Act? And guys, closing down your LLCs and starting trust is not the solution, guys. And see, here's where it gets tricky from my perspective. When I read the actual law, because see, every time I come on here and talk to you guys, I don't just read the websites, I actually read the laws. When I read the law, it said beneficiary owners. It said any business with, it says any entity, here you go, it says any entity with beneficiary owners. And so why am I alarmed about that statement? Because any entity with beneficiary owners can also mean a private trust. So right now, they already said business trusts, corporations, LLCs, limited liability partnerships, even sole proprietors, right? All of that, right? In the law, it mentioned beneficiary owner. So I think from, and now this is another prediction. So what I'm thinking is, and I said this prediction too. So what I think is going to happen is that they're going to realize that it's still an area that they missed out on when they interpreted the law to create the paperwork, because they completely missed that part, which is the beneficiary owners. And in the law, it said beneficiary owners. So I got a feeling like maybe like February 2024, they're going to end up adjusting it and including beneficiary owners, which would then include private trust as well. Okay. But there's no way around it. If your business is actively running, yes, a trust can own it, but you can't be controlling it and all of that stuff and trying to be the trustee and then the CEO and all of that stuff and the employee and all. It's not going to work. So guys, let's just take this as a lesson learned right now that the IRS is coming, the Department of Justice coming, FinCEN, the Financial Bureau, they're coming. They're coming after every business entity, and they're coming in the form of audits, laws, policies, and they're also working collectively through every division. And I predicted this, guys, and it's all coming full circle. So I'm hoping that the people that do pay attention to my content, you guys started to get your things in order, stop cheating the system, and hire you an accountant, okay? Because it's too much, you guys. A lot of you are cheating on your taxes simply because you don't even know what your proper income is, or you're overstating your expenses. And just because you're doing those things, you fall within the gap of the shady people. Because that's a requirement of business. Remember, guys, accounting is the language of business. The moment you guys are not doing your accounting is the moment that you're saying you're not operating a legitimate business. And then when you guys read my book called Audit Proof, you're going to realize that that's even a distinct requirement for them to determine whether or not you are literally a hobby or a business. So guys, do you have any questions at all before I go about this Corporate Transparency Act? Please, guys, don't purchase nobody program. I'm sorry. I don't like to step on people's toes, but you guys have been scammed and taken advantage of for years. And I've been trying to prevent you guys from getting scammed since 2014. And it seemed like there's no hope. So now I'm telling you guys explicitly, this requirement, it is no, I'm not going to say there's no loopholes to this, right? But why would you create extra headache for yourself, trying to create trust, moving assets, moving business, paying $30,000, $40,000? Do y'all even know how much a trust costs? Do y'all even know how much to move assets over? Just so the government won't know your name. When 90% of your trusts that you guys have set up are taxable trust. And if you have a trust and you haven't filed taxes on there and your business is going in that trust, we have a problem. And so, guys, I'm starting to get worried. Now, when I think about this, I'm thinking you guys and got yourselves in a whole nother headache. When I think about this. Any questions, guys? I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed. I just feel like crying, like literally, because I can already feel like the Black community is about to go down. God damn it. Why are we so hard-headed? So please don't buy nobody's program about this form. You're trying to figure out how to move assets and stuff. Because they're going to end up having you dig a deeper hole in problems that's not even a problem. Just tax strategize. Yep. Yep, Wayne. Exactly. The trust is going to have to report it anyway. They already actually have it listed down there, Wayne. Business trust, right? But I don't know if you were in, but prior to the compilation of this paperwork and stuff, in the actual law, it says beneficiary owners. And when you think about beneficiary owners, that's relative to private trust as well. So from my experience, when we are adjusting laws and policies and stuff, with time they'll catch it. Because they're like humans like me. They read the law and then they have to interpret it. But if they misinterpreted something, then they won't mention it right now. But just like on my previous video, they didn't even specify if they were going to go retroactive for the businesses that were active prior to January 1, 2024. And now last week, they officially confirmed it. So with time, they may end up adjusting it. But I'm just a bit concerned, you guys. Can I just ask you guys just one huge favor? Can we stop trying to cheat the financial system, guys, and just do it right? And I know you're going to say, Folasade, rich people do this and do this and do this and do this, but that doesn't mean you guys have to do it. And if you see our track record, it's like, I will even look at this as God telling us not to do bad things. Because it seems like every time the Black community get into something dirty, like the no document loans with the mortgages, and I'm about to cry because I know a lot of you guys are going to go to jail. Do y'all even know? A lot of y'all are literally about to go to jail or end up completely messing your whole family finances up for the next maybe 20 years. And then it goes even further because a lot of y'all lied on them credit card applications and all of those loans. So in addition to y'all lying on y'all taxes, y'all done lied on every daggone thing. I'm so disappointed. I can't even believe I'm seeing crime. I'm so disappointed. And I remember me and my team was posting content. And I would tell them, I was like, dang, they always paying attention to the scammer content. They never paying attention to the legit tax strategies, the legit stuff that you guys can implement. Y'all always falling for like the scam stuff. And now y'all didn't scam so hard that now they didn't put policies in place. Do y'all realize what's happening? They have completely eliminated any type of privacy almost with your finances. At one point in time, the IRS would have had to create a paper trail. But now with the new laws, they can go around you guys for this paper trail. Hold on, y'all. All right, let me see what the next question. Wayne said, Vincent has stated that personal trust that own businesses will own. That's what I'm saying. See, I didn't even get there. Wayne, share the screen. I said share the screen. Put the link there so I can share that because they didn't. And I think I might have. Let me see if that's one of my highlights. Hold on. So that means that person is really hold on. I printed something else. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, hold on. Well, anyway, actually, Wayne, we actually even answered it for ourselves. When I think about it, I don't even have to find it. The moment that the business is registered with the state, you have to report it. So even if the trust owns it, right? The moment that you have to register it with my breakdown of the moment that you have to register anything with the state, right? You're required to now do this BOI form. So yeah, that speaks to businesses under trust. So now you guys didn't scam that now we got new laws and policies and stuff. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, running to my whole brain. Right, but if they Wayne said that personal trust is nothing but, what did he say? Nothing but you. So your trust depends. So if you have a revocable, irrevocable trust, or most have a living trust, which is revocable, right? That trust doesn't function yet. Like my business actually rolls over into my trust if I was to pass away, right? But I don't file anything with my business and my trust at all. It's all separate right now. All right, guys. So do you guys have any questions at all about anything that I discussed today regarding BOI, regarding the implications of being audited? And I'm be honest with you, it's perfect time. You see how God work. When I tried to write my book Audit Proof 2 years ago, when me and Kim, my writer, we did it, it wasn't what I wanted. So I put it back on the shelf. And then like the past maybe 7 months I've been working on it. So we just finalized it. So what perfect time is to have my book Audit Proof come out, because I know a lot of you guys are going to be audited. But the typical thing I need you guys to understand is no shortcut to business no more, guys. Cheating on your taxes, claiming false businesses and children that's not yours, all of those things, guys, it's out the window. Trying to hide businesses and hide assets, it's out the window, guys. Okay? Like, I don't even know, when did we become a community that just cheats? And I remember, and this is what I think what hurts my spirit so much, and I just want to like just bust out crying every time, right? Is I remember on social media, all of these coaches, right? All of these coaches telling you guys, do this, do that. Everything is a tax write-off. Set up these trusts. S Corps can save money. Now they're selling you guys this dream about some self-employment tax credit. He's like, I can't even keep up with what they got going on. How about setting a nonprofit to control the for-profit? And law states that the entities owned in support of a nonprofit are also exempt. When I read that, I think they put a little loophole in that too, Wayne. But I can't remember exactly what they said with it for that part. But I remember it saying something regarding the nonprofit. But I'm gonna be honest with you. If anybody going through that much, because even the nonprofit, the for-profit, will have to pay taxes on the profit side. So either way, if we have it, when I think about it, either way, one, if we have the for-profit side or nonprofit side, or the nonprofit have some income, that will be taxable. So there's no way around this. When Wayne said true, guys. Don't fall for it, guys. That's what I told my client. My client said, I told my client when they messaged me this video, I told them, I said, man, it's not even worth it, guys. Just complete the form. Do not pay nobody no program. If it's not your accountant that you're paying to do the form, okay, or your tax professional to do the form, do not pay none of these online coaches for no package on how to set up a trust and all that stuff for $5,000. And you got to pay $20,000 to do the trust, and then another $5,000 to transfer the asset over, and the recordation taxes and all of this stuff. It's not worth it. And then you're going to misuse the trust and then end up messing up anyway, because you don't have enough wealth to not touch those assets. All right, I'm gone, y'all. Do you have any questions before I go about this mess? Any questions at all, guys? Okay. Well, guys, I enjoyed today's show. I just wanted to come on here and clarify a few things about this Corporate Transparency Act and the beneficial ownership information return that they're requiring you guys to complete. I just do not want you guys to go out and fall prey to some of these coaches telling you guys to pay them $800 or $2,000, whatever it is, $97 to figure out how to complete the form or to hide your assets. Okay, I do not want you guys to fall prey to anyone that's saying that they can teach you how to hide your assets, guys. The reason why they're doing it is to prevent you guys from hiding assets. So how would the government look at you if you later get caught trying to hide your assets? And they're going to look at you and say, sir or ma'am, so you intentionally went around the new law that we approved or created in 2021 to still do exactly what we wanted, that we try to prevent you guys from doing. They're really going to throw the book at you. Thank you, love. Thank you, Brother Daniel. I appreciate you. They're really going to throw the book at you guys. So this is really the time. The game changer is, hey, my heart to pause. The game changer is having your own accountant, guys. These new requirements is forcing you guys to do things the right way. They want to know who owns your company. They want to know who the beneficiaries. They want to know what assets you own. They want to know your income. But we actually forced this on them. If the majority of us, let's say 98% of us was doing things right over these past years, and there was not a large disparity between the tax debt and the overall country debt and the amount of money that we owe IRS, the Treasury, I don't think they would have implemented all of these laws. But when Biden implemented his tax plan, you guys want to check my video out that I did a few years ago when he first got in office. And during that discussion, it was already his plan. He realized that it's trillions of dollars that we owe the government. And we're hiding trillions of dollars in assets from the government. So because you guys want to cheat the system, you now are making them create new laws. LLC would be a pass-through, right? Yep, the LLC is a pass-through. So now they're creating more laws because everybody cheated the system. And that was Biden's original plan, was to figure out where all his money going. And he won. He won because of this Corporate Transparency Act. I forgot the other act. There's been so many daggone acts, y'all. I done forgot the act where they created the 1099 adjustments on. It's been so many acts. My brain is like, all these laws. So my conclusion, guys, is just, can we just stop trying to cheat the system, guys? I beg. And I look so hopeless as I see myself right now, and especially on this stream, y'all. Make my eyes look like it's all glaring and like I didn't cry the whole whistle. Can we try to stop cheating the system, guys? They're finding every loophole. And see what you guys don't want them to do. And this is my fear. And this just come in my head now. Remember that new Fed Now? Their new Cash App? Where they're trying to let go of the dollar, right? If they feel as though we're cheating the system that much, that bad, they might get Congress to approve an emergency removal of the dollar. If they can tie it into what they're saying. Massive money laundering, terrorism, tax fraud. So basically what I'm saying is that the more and more we cheat, right? They're going to use us cheating to create more laws and policies and control us. Because right now, as I think, anybody that sold anything on any platform in 2023 now will have a 1099. So if you were selling on that platform in the previous years and you didn't claim the income, you might get audited. So for all of you that have been making money on all of these platforms, PayPal, Square, all of these platforms for years, and you never filed it on your tax return, this is the first year that the IRS is going to get your 1099. Either 1099 miscellaneous, 1099 NEC, non-employee compensation, or 1099K for your merchant. This will be the first year. And their system is going to say, because it shows me in my system, oh, well, this person didn't have any business income in the previous year in their tax return. So guys, just to give you a heads up, if you're looking for representation, if you get audited, me and my team can represent you guys in the audit. If you guys are going up against the IRS in any way, I can represent you guys. If you owe a lot of tax debt, I can help you resolve the tax debt as well. But that's all I got for you guys. I'm just hoping and begging that with all of these major changes, because they're just trying to find out where your money is going, this will be an eye-opener for all of you guys, that there's no way you can cheat the system any longer. And it's time for you guys to hire your own accountant, because a lot of you guys are cheating simply because you refuse to pay me $5,000 a year or pay $10,000 a year, whatever my fee is, depending on your business. So you're cheating, but then you end up filing the incorrect tax return. Whereas most of my clients, our fee cover the tax savings. It's covered by the tax savings that I give them. I have clients now that we converted them over, put them on payroll, did the right thing, and they're getting refunds back. $92,000, $15,000, $20,000. And my fee is only, well, how much? Then in addition to that, they building wealth, saving, their business in order, can apply for any loan, not cheating the system, strategizing. And they have peace. And you guys are online cheating the system? Ripping and running around? I'm lost for words, guys. And I love you guys so much. And this is why my fear is that you guys keep falling for these scammers and everything that look good. Like that guy, that video I showed you guys, I bet that guy got thousands of views. Oh, yeah. 4,646 likes. That's how many likes he got. I can imagine how many views and how many people message him legacy, because he's trying to teach them how to let go the LLC, not even realizing, and put everything in a trust, not even realizing It's nowhere around the simple paperwork. Just file the paperwork and hire an accountant like myself for us to tax plan and tax strategize. That's it. And build a business that you can pass down. But you guys don't want to do right. So now for every person that didn't do right, we're just at the beginning of the 10-year countdown for the PPP rules. There's no statutory limitation for tax fraud. And FinCEN haven't given us a requirement saying that if you don't file this form within 1 year or 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, when is the 2-year penalty, jail time coming? And is it and or? Like, can we get the penalty or jail time, or just jail time and the penalty? Like, they need some clarity. So right now, guys, the system is done. There's no more tricks to the trade. The trick to the trade is hiring your own accountant, having your bookkeeping in place, strategizing tax planning, building a profitable, scalable, and sustainable business. Guys, all that tricks, DM me legacy, DM me funding, DM me this. And see, this is what my fear is. A lot of you guys use that tax return to defraud about 5 different institutions for every fraudulent loan. And some of you guys have even messaged me and told me, well, I use that to start up another business. That's money laundering now. You got a credit card in another business name and pay for business expense for another business. Like, guys, like, I know it sounds so good, y'all, but you have to read the terms and conditions. I think I'm gonna have that discussion with y'all one day, so I can connect the dots between y'all tax fraud, credit card fraud. So and this is saying, do I need a tax professional even if I made $0? What do you mean made $0 in your business? So here's the thing, guys. If you are for tax purposes, filing an S corp, partnership, or corporation, you have to file a tax return regardless of if you made $0. Now, if you are sole proprietor, then you don't have to file it on your tax return. But if you are S corp, partnership, or corporation, you do have to file it, regardless if you made money or not. Okay? So I think that should answer your question. Okay, guys, so I'm about to head out. My family is home. Yeah, I'm here, guys. So if you have any questions at all, please post your questions, and please don't fall prey to setting up trust and doing all of that stuff just so you don't have to complete the form and give them your ID and all of that stuff. It's not worth it, guys. And then once you guys set up those businesses, the reason why you guys panic so much, and then I'm going to go after I say this, the reason why you guys panic so much about taxes and stuff is because you're trying to do it alone, or you're trying to do it with Google. You're trying to do it without your own accountant. And you wonder why the rich got rich. They hired accountants to look at their money and to manage it and to study tax strategies and to implement the strategies and stuff. They didn't hire no one-off account consultant for advice. No, and I think that's where a lot of you guys are falling prey to. You're hiring one person to this, one person to this, one person. You don't even have your own accountant to run off anything by them, and so you're left confused. She said, I have an LLC, but I just started, so I'm new to this. Thank you. Yes. So if you're an LLC sole proprietor, no. But if you're LLC, S corp, partnership, or corporation, yes. Okay. And I've been hearing a lot of people say, oh, if you didn't make no more than $10,000, you don't have to file. That is not true either, guys. It's not about the money that you make. It's about the net. Okay. The moment your Schedule C, which is your sole proprietor LLC, net more than $400, you are required to file that on your taxes. Okay. So if you made $10,000 and your expenses are $6,000, you have a net more than $400. So you have to file it. Okay. All right, guys, I love you guys so much. I will see you guys on the next update. And if you want to find the original video, I looked in my Vimeo for it, so I had a hard time finding it. So I don't even know the name of the video that I did on YouTube about the Corporate Transparency Act. But if you guys did find the video, you will notice the difference is that I didn't know if they were going to include businesses prior to 2024. But they actually finalized it, and they will. So if you have a business that's operating now, just register when your application becomes available. That's it, guys. Do not register a course talking about, do not pay for a course talking about how to hire assets and setting up trust so you don't have to tell the government your name and give them a copy of your passport. Don't do that, okay? And I know some of you guys are like, oh, you're just scared of the government. I'm not. I fight the government all the time in my audits. I'm not scared of the government, but it's useless. The time is over, guys. The scam is done. Cheating the system is over with. Zip, nada, nothing is there anymore. Okay? What's there is you guys just doing good business. That's it. And doing business the right way. Okay? Alrighty, guys, I love you guys so much. Please share the video, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are enjoying my content, please like the video. I am officially a YouTube partner. We first did get approved, and then it was like, oh no, so they demonetized me. And so that was in like July. And so I applied again yesterday. So we officially have been approved as a YouTube partner. So please head over to my YouTube channel, like and subscribe so your girl can make some coins off YouTube. But most importantly, please just like the video and share it with someone that you know of, that person that you know that don't read and just want to buy a quick course, or someone that's going to fall prey to these scammers telling them that they'll teach them how to move their assets over in a trust. And guys, can I be honest with you? You have to have some money to really operate these trusts. It is not a small boy game. I am just getting my own trust. I'm 38. I've been in business for 12 years. I am just getting my trust 2 months ago finalized. Just. Okay, so you have to have assets and you have to pay to move your house over in your trust. Like, this stuff costs. I don't know, like even just a filing fee alone, just the preparation of the documents alone is a lot. And then set up the living will to go with it, and the buy and sell agreement for the companies. And yeah, guys, it's a lot. So don't fall for it. Use your own accountant, use your own lawyer, use your own team. And I hate to say this because I'm like a Instagram influencer. So I hate to say that because I hate knocking somebody, but I'm actually tired. Because you guys come to me and I have to clean it up, which I don't mind, but come to me before it's a mess. You understand? Come to me before you screw up, before you broke. Don't come to me after you, Folasade, such and such took all my money. I can't file my taxes. Can you work with me? Folasade. Thank you, Diana. Oh, thank you, Donna. Yeah, so guys, and I'm not saying that to be boastful, enough for someone, oh, I got my trust enough. What I'm trying to tell you guys, it takes time and money. And you have to have assets. Okay? And so you're just your little small LLC that's only making $100,000 with no assets, no employees, no nothing. You don't need to go and do that. You know what I mean? Just register your business, hire your accountant. If they're as good as me, they'll help you pay as little taxes legally as possible, and you'll be good. But let's not try to cheat the system just to pay less taxes, guys. Paying taxes is actually part of your duty, but paying only the right amount that you are supposed to pay, not more or not less. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. I will see you guys another day. Bye, y'all. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Look, I want to be ready.